by EA Sports. It's the Colts and the Chiefs coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, divisional round Saturday, we've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first of four berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And they can't bring him down. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And you have to figure that this is a confident quarterback who gets the start here. Coming off of a victory in round one, team doesn't have to travel. They get another home game here in the divisional round. And I know it sounds cliche, but playing at home, huge for a quarterback, huge for his team. They want to take advantage of it.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Xavier Worthy, 71 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Oh, they just set the tone right there. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for two.
Mahomes will throw for it. That's caught. And it's very quickly 8-0.
They wasted no time showing how aggressive they're going to be in this game. They get the quick score, and then they go for two, CD.
Surf's up, partner. And when surf's up, you ride the wave. They felt great about that quick drive, put in the end zone. Why not go for two? They felt comfortable with the play call that they had.
And the home crowd.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And he more than did his part. The wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2. But his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. Off play action, Richardson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Here's Richardson to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And he's brought down. He had 2 catches in the wild card game, and he's matched that total in the first quarter here in this one. And a first down as well. Here Richardson yet again. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. Now it's Richardson. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Richardson looking to throw.
And it'll be intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Not much happening offensively here early on. That's 2 drives and 0 first downs. This defense, they've come to play, and they're the better of the 2 units here so far.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Now Richardson. That's complete. It's Adonai Mitchell.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
3rd down and 1. Richardson looking to throw this.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 30-yard line. Out left, he's got it to Everett. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Right back to him on 1st down. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Anthony Richardson. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Colts have come back to make it a 2-point game.
And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback, Takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this is now a one-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was Anthony Richardson who took it into the end zone to finish things off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Mahomes going to throw.
And that one into the hands of Brown downfield.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Hollywood Marquise Brown,
55 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Richardson.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Adonai Mitchell
from 21 yards away.
And the Colts have cut the lead back down to 2.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed.
Extra point by Gay is up and good.
And this is now a 1-point game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
And now here comes Kansas City. and they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. They go play fake. Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
Tackle made by Zaire Franklin. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 5.
Now it's Mahomes again.
He'll get this complete to Worthy.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 34-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now Mahomes.
That's into the hands of Worthy.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Mahomes to throw once more. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Man open left side is Brown. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
This now a 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Touchdown!
Rashee Rice
from 6 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than
Still
that,
first
Brandon.
down.
That's just a free gift to the offense.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
On the option left, Richardson.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Richardson back to throw it.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. The Colts send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Mahomes now to throw.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Over the middle, complete. It's Rice. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now here's Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a third down gain of 4.
Well, we got to pause here for an injured player, and as you can see, that's Patrick Mahomes right now who's in some discomfort, and everybody kind of holding their breath. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 4th and 1. They wind up taking the 3. But I'm not sure that offensive unit, judging by the sideline, Charles, was in 100% agreement with the decision.
No, not at all. But the head coach has final call on this. We know that. But let's face it, offenses want to feel like, hey, you believe in us? Let us go for it. We'll see if that is a problem for them moving forward in this game.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
Richardson looking to throw.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Here's 2nd and 7. Richardson working from the gun.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Now it's Richardson.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos doing battle with the Baltimore Ravens. We were treated to an excellent first half from the gunslinger, Patrick Mahomes. He got off to a hot start with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, threw another for good measure in the 2nd quarter. So he has been on target throughout. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the 2nd half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Colts going to take over on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Here's Richardson to throw. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Mahomes going to throw.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders. And I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up 3rd down.
And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
With it is Brown. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
He'll get this one to Kelce. That's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for
Neutral zone
jumping.
infraction, defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error.
Still
Stay
first down.
alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He completes it to Boyd. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
Now it's Mahomes again. Over the middle here to Brown.
And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's caught. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Now Mahomes.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Pacheco is in. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season, got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 15 now. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Indy set to go on offense once more. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Richardson to throw off play action. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws, and that's another one right there.
And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
They'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Now Brown. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again.
And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes. but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
A quick throw caught by Rice.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the 3rd. Mahomes to throw once more. That is caught by Rice for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they'll hand off to Hull. Taken down at the 42.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Richardson.
Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
This pass reeled in by Hull.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Tershawn Wharton
busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Richardson looking to throw this. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. Third and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20.
Now Richardson.
Eluding the pressure right. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Now here's Mahomes.
That is caught. And he will have a Chiefs first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. An injury stoppage here, and that's Marquise Brown, who appears to be shaken up.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Here is 3rd and 5.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
They find some open field here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And he stopped immediately there.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's Mahomes to throw.
Got a man over the middle, Worthy.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown.
And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Colts offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Richardson looking to throw. A little short pass. This is Everett. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. A little short pass. This is Everett. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. Here's Richardson to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Flush to his right. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Now it's Richardson. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Richardson. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. If they can finish this one out, they'll book a date in the AFC title game next Sunday. And it looks good so far as they try to run some clock here in this 4th quarter. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco to about the 35, 2nd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.